Hey YouTubers, welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet of NBA 2K15 MyGM with the Oklahoma City Thunder franchise. This is episode 16, and there you see we are looking at Nick Collison here. We are going to go ahead and keep Collison on the team here, and there you see he's looking at a one-year contract worth $2.14 million and to play as a bench warmer. Now, I'm not saying I want him a bench warmer. I want him to be at least the 6th or 7th man, but he wants to know if we have a deal here. So we'll take a look here, and we'll look at some finances, and then of course look at the the contract type that we want to utilize him as. Now, of course, we can go back and eventually trade him. He just wants to be a backup or be a bench warmer there, just to take up a spot. We can go ahead and trade him later on here, because it's not, to be kind of honest, it's just chump change, I guess. So we're going to offer him a $1.79 million, and I think the type we're going to do a back, and we're just going to do a 1 year and no trade clause there. To see really what, to be quite honest, it's not going to really affect us either way if we decide to, just let him go after this season or whatnot. Because in the draft, I'm going to be looking at some big guys down low, small forwards and centers really to look at. So, okay, we can work that. We'll see what it sounds like, and, we'll kind of work out a deal, talk to other people in the organization about the contract, and get that all settled. So there you see, he accepts the offer, and he's can't wait to see what he can come for us here. So there you see his morale goes up at 100%. So hopefully that'll get him playing a lot better. That he has a contract. He doesn't have to worry about renewing his contract or anything. So, in this episode, we'll take a look here. We're going to play the Sacramento Kings. Now, if you guys remember from the last time we played against them, Westbrook got 25 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists in that game, and 5 steals. Now, that was back in episode 8. And there you see, if you remember the previous episode before that, that's when KD went out. So, it's been a little over a month now since he's been out of action. And so, we'll see here what we can do here as he still is out of action. There you see Rudy Gay, 27 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists for him. Cousins, he had a double-double. He had 10 points, 10 rebounds. So we'll see if we can stop those two, as they were just on fire in that game. And we'll take a look here. Nobody wants to speak to us there, so we'll go ahead, and there you see 17-7 for the leading the division in the Pacific Northwest there. And of course, here we go, coach game planning. Now, I knew this was in the game, and I keep forgetting about setting this up and everything, because you can actually set this up for the rest of the season. So you can got your matchups and whatever, and have it already there in the game. So I went ahead and did that for this game, and I'm actually going to go ahead and do that for the rest of the teams for the rest of the NBA teams for the rest of the games here coming up. So there's just showing you guys who's guarding who, and then of course what we want to do when it comes to running plays and zone and all that kind of stuff, and how much we want to use the bench, and then of course the points of emphasis, scoring opportunities, who we want to score first, second, third, and then of course offense, defensive focuses and stuff like that, rebounding, aggression, and stuff like that. So we're gonna look into that. I'm gonna kind of play around with that, toy with it, and see what works best for our team. So with that being said and everything, I'm gonna shut up here and get ready for this game here against the Kings versus the Thunder, coming up here on this episode of NBA 2K15 MyGM with the OKC Thunder.
Now, introducing the starting lineup. At the shooting guard position, standing 6'5", number 23, Ben McLemore. Bridges. Number 7, Darren Collison. At forward, 6'8" from Connecticut, number 8, Rudy Gay. And in the middle, 6'11" from Kentucky, number 15, DeMarcus Cousins. The head coach for your home team is Mike Malone.
Welcome, fans, to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr are by my side. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. Battle in the Western Conference, the Sacramento crowd hoping to watch their Kings come out on top. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
Well, we knew going into that game what they were up against, but that's still no excuse for the way things turned out, Clark.
Well, perhaps it'll be a rallying point for them, Steve. I mean, knowing that the status quo isn't going to cut it against tough opponents, they might regroup.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Ibaka at the 4 with Perkins at the pivot. Anthony Morrow out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Thomas in at the 3 spot. Now here's Collison. Fires the 3. That's good. Collison's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Last season, Darren Collison again backing up Chris Paul at point guard, Clark, and like he had in New Orleans, and again had to step in when CP3 went down with injury.
And, you know, Chris Paul joked that Collison might be bad luck for him, but it was really fortunate for the Clippers. They had a quality backup in Collison ready to fill in when Paul went down with the injury.
Personal foul, first team foul.
Here's Gay. He had 34 points in the win against Detroit.
And his work on the glass, certainly noteworthy. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
4 on the clock. Thompson dishes to Collison. And another 3 for Sacramento. And here's Westbrook. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Phoenix.
And Kevin, he was amazing defensively as well. I mean, he was racking up steals left and right. Oh, the rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
Now here's Collison. In the game against Detroit, very impressive. Kept alive, and he gets the bucket. Gay's got his first points of the game. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
Yeah, this could be a back-and-forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively, they look great.
Westbrook kicks to Thomas. And here's Morrow outside. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Collison, the pass to Gay. 16 feet away. Cousins trying to get open as Thompson. Tips it back in.
You got to love his position near the hoop, anticipating the play and getting the putback.
Westbrook against Collison. Westbrook with it. He's got 7 from deep. Morrow, and that one's good. Morrow's got 6.
This team is buzzing right now. They've yet to miss.
Sacramento's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Screen by Cousins. The drive by Gay. And again, it's Sacramento converting. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. So the wing on the left. Here's Morrow. He's got 6. Here's Perkins, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
The defenders have to be aware. They cannot allow him that position before he catches the ball.
You're exactly right, Steve. That is his domain. Thunder head coach Scott Brooks really consistent with his message. It's all about defensive commitment and trusting your teammates at that end of the floor.
Clock at 6. Now here's McLemore outside. Here's Thompson, a stupendous finish in traffic.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
The Thunder have gotten off to a tremendous start. 7 of 7 here in the first quarter. You talk about Scott Brooks' defensive focus. He played 11 years in the NBA as a 5'11" point guard, Steve. You'd better believe he had some toughness.
Oh, he was nasty. He would pick you up full court, and you know there was a great stat about him when he played. He went 5 consecutive seasons where he had more steals than turnovers. So shows you about Scott Brooks.
And here we go with Morrow running it up the court. Outside Thomas. Here's Perkins, makes it off the glass. Perkins got 6.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
So the Kings called timeout. They're first. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon. A chance here to see how the Kings rank in the NBA right now. 5th in rebounding, 14th in opponent offense. And they're in the top half of the league in shooting from deep as well. This is a strong suit for this team, knocking down those shots from behind the arc.
And you put all those things together, and that makes this a very tough team. And what really jumps out at me is the rebounds, Clark. I mean, this is a team that controls the paint. If you're going to miss a shot, the ball seems to be theirs almost every time. That allows their transition game to get going. And then at the offensive end, they'll pound you on the offensive glass as well.
Now here's Collison. He's got 6. Pass to McLemore. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
Out of bounds, Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. Carl Landry's checked in for Thompson.
Carl Landry.
Gay against Thomas. Tipped away, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Oklahoma City, for 2 years running, the only team in the top 5 in the NBA in both offensive and defensive efficiency. That ought to tell you about this balanced elite basketball team.
And that one's good by Gay.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
The Thunder with the lead. Outside Westbrook. Right side Thomas. And it falls over the rim and in. Ibaka's got his first basket of the night. And for the Thunder, remaining so consistent despite losing Harden and then last year without the outside shooter Kevin Martin.
Yeah, not to mention, Kevin, the injuries to Russell Westbrook. Give credit to the players and the coaching staff. Again, when you've got a culture of expectation, and you got talent and leadership from the sideline and from within the players, and you got a chance to weather storms effectively, and clearly the Thunder did that.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Hollins is checked in, and it's Williams in for Rudy Gay. McLemore with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Landry trying to get open. Hollins can't get it to go.
This is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
Sebastian Telfair, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And on top of that, they're really starting to knock down that long-range three ball tonight as well.
The Kings really happy to stay in Sacramento, but looking forward to their new downtown home. A couple of these seasons off yet. As well as the fans have supported this team, cowbells and all, this arena is one of the oldest in the league.
6 to shoot. Now here's McLemore outside. Another shot, and that one's good. Hollins.
Boy, this game is off to a terrific start.
No doubt, on both sides, high-octane offense.
And the Kings ownership, give them credit. Even as they have begun construction on the new downtown arena, they've invested here in the meantime.
Yeah, new lounges, Wi-Fi. They're making the investment in the fan experience, which I think is important. Really trying to provide the best experience possible for their faithful.
Here's Jackson. Here's Thomas. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. And now it's a 10-point Oklahoma City lead.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
And there's the call on Sebastian Telfair. That's his first foul. And the Thunder making a change here. Collison's out there.
Nick Collison.
Hollins kicks to Landry. Over in the corner, Williams. Back to Landry. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Landry's got his first basket.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Now here's Adams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Kevin, they've been playing with an awful lot of energy here, getting a lot of offensive rebounds. That's always an indicator of hustle and energy.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And the offensive rebounds leading to second chance points.
Yep, Kevin, and they have 6 in this quarter. And you know what? That's always a good sign in terms of a team that's focused and energetic. I mean, when you can get to that offensive glass, you're doing some work.
And let's take this chance now to break out the list of the league's leading teams in the steals department. Second, the Thunder.
Yeah, you can't make a lazy pass against this club. I mean, they'll turn it into a steal nearly every single time.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first quarter. And there's the call on Sebastian Telfair. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to, I think, tone it down a little bit at the defensive end.
Now here's McLemore, guarded by Jackson. Goes up from the top of the key.
Just cannot find the rhythm. Still yet to hit a shot this quarter.
And he is still scoreless. It looks like he doesn't even want to be out there.
Collison dishes to Jackson. Back to Collison. It's stolen. 3-on-3. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
So we got a moment now to check out the story on Reggie Jackson. How last month turned out for him. He's around 14 points per game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. I'm sure he's happy with the way things have been going. Those are some nice, steady numbers.
Well, how could he be unhappy about them, Steve? I mean, he'd probably like to see just a little more of an uptick in them, just the same, but nothing to not be content about there.
Sacramento making a switch here. Evans is checked in. Good on both.
Carl Landry parlayed a strong season with the Warriors in 2013 into a 4-year deal with the Sacramento Kings. He missed the first half of the season with a hip injury, but when healthy, he's instant offense.
And Landry, an efficient scorer throughout his career, has a knack for finding angles to finish inside over bigger defenders, and has that terrific pump fake that he uses to create openings and work himself to the line.
Oklahoma City shooting their second and third free throws tonight. That's good from Jackson. And Landry, reliable at the free throw line, a good shooter overall with range out to about 20 feet.
And he's working to add that three-pointer to his game as well, Kevin. Those corner threes, the shortest ones you can take, I think that would add to his arsenal tremendously.
Both free throws good from Jackson.
You know, the NBA is a talent league, and it's hard to win in the NBA without superstar talent. And the Thunder are fortunate to have 2 superstars in Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. Those 2 give them a chance to win no matter who they're facing up against or where they're playing.
Now here's Sessions. He had 13 points in the win against Detroit. Missed inside.
Great job defending the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
Jackson, that's good.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
Now here's McLemore. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Clock at 4. Evans setting the pick for McLemore. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Thunder leading by 12. Outside Jackson. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
They've done a lot of good work with the ball. Really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get them. I mean, they're hitting their shots.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. 11 seconds left here in the first quarter. Inside to Landry. Now here's Sessions. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And as an 85% free throw shooter, his team has been able to count on him anytime he gets to the stripe.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Oklahoma City out in front. They lead by 12. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports.
On tap this Saturday, December 20th, Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs take on Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks. Live from Dallas. Do not miss it.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And for the Thunder here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Just to start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. Established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
So it's Sacramento now, down by 12. Evans is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Ramon Sessions. Then there's Collison. And it's Gay in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Westbrook against Collison. Now the pass to Sessions. Kicks to Cousins. Outside Collison for the 3. Shot is no good.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Well, if you're doing enough good things and you're maintaining at least a slight edge on the boards, you're usually going to be in pretty good shape.
5 on the clock. Here's Perkins, and the jumper from down low is good. Perkins got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Thunder. The Kings trail by 14. Collison kicks to Cousins. Looking for Sessions. He gets it there, and he gets it to go. Sessions has got 5 points so far.
You gotta love the low post offense. That was beautiful.
Pass to Perkins. Shoots, and it's Sacramento with the rebound. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Gay passes to Collison. Gay sets the pick for Collison. Tries again. Rejected by Collison. Here's Cousins. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. The Thunder leading by 10. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Left block shot on the way. Collison, no good.
This is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass. Ramon Sessions, a 6'3" combo guard. He's actually pretty good guarding shooting guards. A good strength, especially in his legs, which allows him to stay in front of offensive players.
Thompson, he's checked in for Sacramento. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Ibaka's checked in.
And Sessions, for his size at the guard position, has been a pretty good rebounder over his career. I think in a lot of ways he plays a little bigger than he is.
Now here's Westbrook. 9 points in the game so far. The jump hook. That one rolling around and rims out. The Kings trail by 7. Collison up top. He dishes it to Gay. 5 to shoot. Connects in the foul line jumper. Gay's got 11 points. And Sessions may be better guarding too, Steve, but offensively he's best with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, decent shot, spotting up from the outside, but at the end of the day, he's best creating off the dribble.
Now here is Ibaka. 35 points for him last game against Phoenix. Another miss by Ibaka. Here's Sacramento. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Dishes to Sessions. Cousins with a screen for Sessions. No luck. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
You know, they had a great start to that game. A couple guys got hot early, and it seemed to become contagious. Everybody started shooting the ball well at that point.
You know, typically if there's a hot shooter, the defense can make an adjustment and lean everything towards stopping him and let somebody else beat you, but that wasn't an option in that game.
The Kings making a switch here. Hollins is checked in, and Oklahoma City with a change here too. Thomas is checked in. The Thunder shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Well, impressive free throw shooting as a team this season, right around that 78% mark.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year, but just a tad worse, so not too bad. Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. The jump hook, and he gets it to go. Ibaka's got 6. The Kings trail by 7. Let's check out what Westbrook has for us.
Gentlemen, Kevin Durant, the reigning league MVP, and his coach can't say enough about him. Scott Brooks said, whatever you say nice, you can print it out, and I'll just say I said it, because it's true. He's as coachable as any player I've ever been around in this league, as a player and as a coach. Guys, Durant is simply a coach's dream.
He sets the tone with his work ethic and dedication to his teammates, Torres. Thanks. Westbrook kicks to Jackson. Screen by Ibaka. Pulls up on the wing. Again, Oklahoma City.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
Now here's Sessions. 8 points for him. Here's Gay.
Hammer time! Hammer time!
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just exerting his authority out there.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
Rudy Gay traded twice in the last couple of seasons. Really, it was his big contract that led to him being dealt, because Gay is a quality player, but the feeling was his production just didn't live up to the cost.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Kendrick Perkins. Oklahoma City leading by 7.
And for Gay, traded from the Raptors to the Kings in December. Really, he had one of his best seasons once he was in Sacramento.
Now here's Jackson. Last game we saw him score 14. Outside for Thomas. Wide open. And he gets the bucket. Thomas got 7 points.
And he was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
Guys in Sacramento, Rudy Gay shooting well and passing better. And Steve, for this season, did a good job of getting to the line.
Yeah, and I think he might have read some of his critics in terms of his game. He's been picked apart in terms of his shot selection and that sort of thing. So, you know, that efficiency was exactly what a lot of people have been clamoring for.
Sebastian Telfair, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Collison dishes to Hollins, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
Man, I like the way he capped that drive off, guys, with the one-hand punch.
And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Sacramento on defense. 7-point differential. Passes it to Telfair. Looking for Ibaka. He gets it there. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Jason Thompson. Serge Ibaka, the 24th pick by the Thunder back in 2008. From the start, Steve, his incredible work ethic has shown through.
No doubt, Kevin. He's become one of the best two-way players in the NBA. Excellent defender, can guard 4s and 5s. A terrific weak side shot blocker. And that jump shot, that 17-footer, has given Oklahoma City the spacing that offense needs.
And for Ibaka, his offseason trainer also worked with Kevin Garnett. I mean, he said that's who Ibaka reminds him of with his intensity and attention to detail in drills. And that's something that's overlooked. Being a perfectionist while you're practicing allows you to perform at a high level. And he's the type that wants to do it again and again until he gets it right.
Holland, the shot's good. Collison making the play. Collison's got his 3rd assist on the night.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
And, you know, you think about Ibaka's development. Part of his adjustment to the NBA initially was just learning the language. When he first was drafted, he barely spoke a lick of English, and now it's become his 5th language.
Here's McLemore. The rebound by Ibaka. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Telfair kicks to Thomas from deep, and again Oklahoma City with the triple.
Look out, guys. I mean, I think there's a lot more where that came from. When he gets it going like this, it is not easy to slow him down.
Now here's Collison. 6 points for him. McLemore with a screen for Collison. He kicks it to Hollins. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that have really been controlling the boards during the past month. The Kings in 2nd.
I like how this team has been coming up big lately, Kevin. They seem to have a new dedication and energy to rebounding the ball, and it's paying off.
Oklahoma City's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the 2nd quarter. Now here's Adams, guarded closely. The jump hook again, Oklahoma City. Now Collison, right now averaging 11 points a game. There's the feed to Hollins. Got a piece of it. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, Clark. It's a deflating play for your morale.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
He just is not happy with how his team is executing. And they've been on the wrong side of this run. It's time for a momentum shift.
You know, sometimes just getting off the court, taking a break, and coming back out fresh will give you a chance to pull together.
Landry's checked in for the Kings. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Thunder. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now they lead the pack up front in the 1st spot with the best record. And checking out Sacramento, 9 games back.
You know, when you check out Oklahoma City, they've come out strong. I mean, sitting high atop the standings in the early going. A bit surprising, but very impressive, too.
Well, such a talented roster, Clark, and they're leaving no doubt. I mean, this is a team with a chance to go all the way.
Westbrook against Collison. Shoots from 8. Adams' shot is off. The Kings trail by 17. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And McLemore kicks to Williams. Now the dish to Collison. Clock at 4. They need this one, and he gets it to go. Collison's got 8 points. 1:10 left in the 1st half. Westbrook drives in. He kicks to Telfair. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by McLemore. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the 2nd. Collison, the pass to Williams. Collison inside. Can't get it to go.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Telfair kicks to Westbrook. And that one goes long.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give it.
Oh, how about that basketball, man?
Beautiful.
Wow. Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
Now, here's Thomas. He's got 10. 17 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Williams, that's good.
They slowed down casting those triples here in the second.
I'd actually like to see them go back outside, Clark, because they had a good flow, a good pace here early on.
To the wing on the left. Outside Thomas. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Thunder lead by 11. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports. Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. Rudy Gay having a dominant impact in this game.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and shot-taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
The Kings trail by 11. Second half is underway, and here's who Scott Brooks has got on the floor. Ibaka at the 4 with Perkins at the pivot. Russell Westbrook out there with Anthony Morrow, and it's Thomas in at the small forward. There's the double team with Westbrook. Gay drives in, and it hung on the rim but wouldn't fall for him.
Sometimes all it takes is just a little change of scenery, and while that wasn't the case for Rudy Gay going from Memphis to Toronto, it was true as he was sent from the Raptors to the Kings this past season where he played really well.
Now let's send it to Torres from the sideline.
Guys, Kings head coach Mike Malone, a demanding, defensive-minded coach. Some might fear that he'd rub his team the wrong way, but star big man DeMarcus Cousins loves his approach, saying he's done an incredible job of keeping us together, keeping us motivated. I'm with Malone until the end. He has my back, and I've got his. Good working situation, guys.
It's all about getting that buy-in from your best players. Thanks, Torres. Now here's McLemore, averaging 10 points per contest, just 4 to shoot, and the wide-open shot from Collison. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Gay against Westbrook. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Here's Ibaka. Good on the 7-footer. Ibaka's got 10 points. And while you might worry when a player changes teams midseason 2 years in a row like Rudy Gay, there may be some problems. But Gay was phenomenal for the Kings after the trade. In fact, he looked rejuvenated.
Yeah, sometimes that can happen. A change of scenery, Kevin, can ignite and energize a player, and it certainly made Rudy Gay more efficient.
So here's Westbrook after Rudy Gay's bucket. Westbrook dishes to Morrow. Off target with his 3.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, a lot of times he'll hit that shot regardless of the defense.
And Thompson kicks to Gay. Feeds to McLemore. Pass to Cousins. Kicks it out to Gay. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Gay's got 6 here in this quarter. The Thunder leading by 9. Westbrook drives in. Here's Perkins. Sacramento grabs the miss. Cousins has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And there's the call on Anthony Morrow. That'll be his second foul of the game. Evans, he's checked in for Jason Thompson. Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. Reggie Jackson comes in for Thomas. Poked away. Westbrook with the steal. Goes up. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break. The defense looking a little bit dazed now. A ferocious throw down there.
Not bad for a player of his size.
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
Timeout called by the Kings. Russell Westbrook returning last season from a torn meniscus suffered in the first round, Steve, of the 2013 playoffs.
Yeah, and the injury ended up requiring 3 different surgeries over an 8-month span, so a real scare for the Thunder. Fortunately, he came back and looked fantastic in the playoffs, and so there's less concern now over Westbrook's long-term health.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
And Westbrook is a player not only known for his explosiveness, but also his durability. He hadn't missed a game due to injury ever, dating back to high school. But a freak accident, that collision with Patrick Beverly, really took it out of his hands in terms of his consecutive games played streak.
And for Westbrook, the prognosis from his meniscus repair is supposed to be good. He certainly looked explosive. Here's hoping that knee remains healthy. You'd love to see a great player at his best.
That's good from Rudy Gay.
Rudy Gay playing very well. He has 20 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
Yeah, a lot of times he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there. Boy, his free throw shooting, just another reason he's such a good all-around player.
Westbrook passes to Jackson. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Jackson's got 15.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Gay against Jackson. Gay with no one around. Nails it from the high post. Gay's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, his scoring this quarter has been off the charts. And the complexion of the game as a result, it may change.
Westbrook kicks to Jackson. Off target from outside.
Normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
Now here's Westbrook following the shot by Rudy Gay. And that is good. And that's now 18 points for Russell Westbrook.
It seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
Knocked away. Collison with it. Westbrook picks him up. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Well, since the turn of the century, guys, the Western Conference has ruled the roost, winning interconference matchups in 14 out of the last 15 seasons. To Steve, last season, the highest ever win percentage for the West at over 72%.
Yeah, and 8 of the league's top 10 teams played in the West record-wise. It may be time to take a fresh look at a top 16 playoff structure.
The Thunder leading by 12. To the wing right side. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession.
Well, Anthony Morrow, such a great shooter. Let's look at some of his numbers. How last month turned out for him. 6th in three-point field goal percentage. And there aren't too many guys more efficient offensively around the league. He's in the top 15 in field goal percentage.
And Steve, I really think he deserves an awful lot of credit for making it into the top 10 in three-point shooting. I mean, that's pretty high-quality marksmanship when you're a top 10 three-point shooter.
Now here's Gay. He's got 23. And good on the basket. Book it. Gay's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game. It's now been 8 years since the Kings have played postseason basketball, and the path back to the playoffs, especially in the Western Conference, is not getting any easier anytime soon.
The Kings trail by 13. Sessions dishes to Gay. Evans setting the pick for Gay. Off the screen. Great D that time from Collison. Getting back to the Kings and getting back to the playoffs. Steve, they have some pieces now, they feel.
Yeah, I mean, but you need more than just talent. You know, you need a couple of stars, and you need a full commitment from everybody on the floor. Look, this is a young team. I think they're moving in the right direction, but they've got to continue to grow together.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
The Thunder leading by 11. Outside Westbrook. He feeds it to Collison. Stolen by Evans. Now here's McLemore. He's covered by Westbrook. Evans passes to Sessions. Kings moving the ball around. And here's Gay outside. The shot's good. Sessions making him pay.
This quarter has brought out the best in him, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Well, he wants to get everybody on the same wavelength, that's for sure. He may change up some things here as well.
Looks to me like he saw something that wasn't on the plan and picked now as the time to address it. I don't have a problem with that.
Carl Landry's checked in for the Kings. Derek Williams comes in for Ben McLemore. Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Telfair comes in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Collison. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. The jump hook, that one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
The defense playing way too soft there, guys. He's just getting right to the rim.
Ball's knocked loose. Landry kicks to Sessions. Right wing. From about 19 feet. Telfair can't hit.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
That's really a good picture of what not to do on those last two possessions. I mean, they're being way too casual with the ball.
Yeah, it's going to cost them if they keep it up. They need to get back to playing efficient basketball.
Outside Jackson. The pass to Morrow. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. Now let's check out and highlight the best defenses in the NBA. Fifth on the list, the Thunder.
One of the benefits of keeping the other team's point totals low is that it takes some pressure off of your offense. When you can hold the team below their normal output offensively, that's superb defense and gives you a better chance to win.
Thomas checked in for Oklahoma City. Sessions with it, guarded now by Jackson. Sessions against Jackson. Landry with a screen for Gay. He used that pick to perfection. Gay's got 17 points here in the second half.
Well, he's clearly feeling it, Clark, coming off that fantastic game last time out.
Kicks it to Telfair. Thomas against Williams. Outside Jackson, 6 to shoot. Gay with the block. 1:51 left in the third quarter.
The Thunder were the second best road team in the NBA last year. Normally a jump shooting team might have trouble on the road, but they are just that good.
When you can shoot like this Thunder team can, you could play outdoors, Steve, and still find a way to win, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, playing on the road or on the moon, it wouldn't faze them regardless. Their 25 road wins is a testament to just how unflappable this club is.
And so Gay nails both of them.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Here is Telfair, looking for his first basket still in this one. 1:35 left in the third quarter. He sinks the 11-footer.
He's not their first option, but not a bad fallback either.
There's 1:26 left here in the third quarter. And here's Sessions. 8 points for him. Gay drives in. Williams with a clean look. Connects from three-point range. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
Something starting to click for this team, guys. You can feel it. The three-pointers are dropping. Their offense is flowing.
They've had a great second half from long range.
Reggie Jackson has taken a much larger role, Steve, for the Thunder over the last year or so. Last season, doubling his minutes, taking the place primarily of the injured Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, well, the injury to Westbrook created an opportunity for Jackson, and he was so successful that ultimately when Westbrook came back, that the two of them played together quite often. But Jackson, I think, has turned into an excellent reserve guard in this league, and maybe someday a starter.
And the Kings making a change here. Thompson's checked in. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Here's Williams. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. That's 7 points for Williams.
And Jackson, a starter in almost half of his games during the regular season. And, he showed some good signs of development in year 3, improving his scoring and his three-point shooting.
Off target from three-point range.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
For Oklahoma City, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. And both free throws good for Telfair. There's 14 seconds left in the third. Collison dishes to Gay. And the three off target. Here's Telfair. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. It's the Thunder leading by 6. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports.
On tap this Wednesday, December 17th, Paul George and the Indiana Pacers take on Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers, East versus West. Don't miss out.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
I was hoping we'd get a chance to see this one again. Thank you, Lonnie and the truck, for showing it. But it's passing like this that makes the basketball purists happy. This is the beauty of the game right here.
The Thunder leading by 6. Up front, it's Thompson and Cousins. Ben McLemore is out there with Collison. And it's Gay in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. The Kings shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Thompson passes to McLemore. The dish to Cousins. Makes it off the glass.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
Now, this is when defenses have to protect the basket with everything they've got. Force the offense to shoot from the perimeter.
Now here's Westbrook. Thomas kicks to Ibaka. The jump hook, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end, and I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Stolen by Jackson. Unloads from 13. Ibaka, no luck.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
Now here's Collison. That's tipped. 6 on the shot clock. On up the court. And then Thomas with the jam.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. A different look for Oklahoma City. Perkins comes in for Adams. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Jackson. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. He tries for three. No good from Perkins.
Well, he had a look, but the kind of shooter he is, I'm not sure he should take that one.
Gay dishes to Collison. Here's Morrow. Outside Thomas. Left side Westbrook. And off the glass. That one's good. And now a 12-point Thunder lead. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Thunder?
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Sacramento making their last shot. Morrow, the pass to Ibaka. And there's another one for the Thunder.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Collison kicks to Gay. Pass to Cousins. Dishes it to Gay. The feed to Cousins. McLemore inside the line. The putback, and then Cousins with the dunk.
That is great timing. He is one tough customer on the offensive glass.
You know, Clark, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound's going to go.
They call it a nose for the ball.
And his might be better than just about anyone else's, guys.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that. Nice numbers put up by Ibaka. 16 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
Oh, they have to be. I mean, he's not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, I mean, it's his.
Well, what an incredible journey it's been for Serge Ibaka. Growing up in the Congo during a terrible civil war, the tragic loss of his mom to a stroke, the streets so unsafe that she couldn't leave the home to go to a hospital. To go from that to where he is now, man, an indescribable contrast and an amazing story.
And Thompson sends it back, and it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And Ibaka planned as a youth to escape the Congo and find a way to provide for his family.
Well, and it's a big family, too. I mean, he's the third youngest of 18 brothers and sisters. Pretty incredible. And now he's not just helping them, but he's making a huge difference for thousands of people throughout Africa, supporting orphanages, hospitals, schools. I mean, what great work Ibaka is doing.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Scott Brooks was discussing with his players. It was clear what message he was trying to get across. He said, this lead isn't big enough that we're safe. Not by a long shot. I don't want us sitting back and milking the clock. Play to win. Show some aggression. Guys?
And stolen by Perkins. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Back to Westbrook. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Gay. Here's McLemore. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
more often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Morrow. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Been a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
Collison, no good.
Boy, he had a good look at that one. You hate to miss that shot.
Westbrook with it. Now defended by McLemore. Passes to Morrow. Jacks up a three. Rebound by the Kings. McLemore's got 3 rebounds now in this one. The dish now to Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got 6 assists in the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Morrow. And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's hauled in by Gay. Gay's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Darren Collison. And so here is Oklahoma City. Outside Westbrook, stolen by Collison. And the Kings pushing it up now. Gay, that's good.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that run had come any later, it would have been too late.
But they're not all the way where they need to be yet, Steve. They've got to keep pushing through.
Now, here's Thomas. Westbrook dishes to Thomas. Back to Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. He kicks to Morrow. Knocked loose. Cousins with the block. McLemore with the ball. He dishes it to Thompson. Pass to Cousins. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 6th rebound on the night. Westbrook drives in.
So much has been made about whether this is Durant's team or Westbrook's team, but in reality, I think it's both of their teams. I mean, Durant does what he does. He's an elite scorer, as is Westbrook. They couldn't be the team they are, the Thunder, without both of those guys being excellent and leading the way they do.
Yeah, guys, a lot of people thought that Durant would blossom with more of the offensive focus on him. But, Steve, the Thunder had showed they're not the same team in struggle when Westbrook was out.
Well, and it really shouldn't be a surprise to anyone because, you know, Westbrook's an elite talent in this league, and if you remove him from any team, it'll hurt. I think it was people speculating how much Durant could carry this team on his own, but, you know, the fact of the matter is Durant needs Westbrook and vice versa.
Jackson, he's checked in for Thomas. Gay drives in, and that one is stuffed right through.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Now here's Jackson. Stolen by Thompson. Feeds it to McLemore. Finished off the break. Now just a 1-point Thunder lead.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Perkins against Cousins. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
That free throw, no good. And the Thunder making a switch here. Adams checked in. And the second free throw, good.
Missed a chance to put them up 3. That's going to affect how they set up on defense this trip now.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Westbrook. He feeds it to Morrow. Outside Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jackson. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game.
They're starting to give him a little too much space here in the second half. That's his 3rd three-pointer since the break.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're losing by 5. 1:44 left in the 4th. Sebastian Telfair. He's checked in for Anthony Morrow. Collison, the pass to Cousins. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Outside Westbrook. Telfair kicks to Westbrook. Ibaka with the screen on Collison. Shot clock at 6.
Sacramento needs to do a better job guarding against Russell Westbrook.
He's got 24 points and also 3 steals. A terrific offensive combination, setting up teammates and knocking down the deep ball.
Yeah, those things are related, Clark, because when you can knock down shots, now you draw the defense to you. Now you got passing lanes for your teammates.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Going both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
Collison dishes to Cousins. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
That's his 2nd personal foul. 1st team foul.
Outside Collison. Gay sets the pick for Collison. Cousins with another miss.
Great close out there, forcing the errant shot.
Well, he made it a tough shot again. He didn't give up on it, and he got a hand up.
And Westbrook, here we go. Outside Jackson. Back to Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Jackson. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Sacramento's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15.
Defensive foul. Reggie Jackson. That's his 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul. Shooting for Sacramento. Rudy Gay. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that brings them within single digits. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Hollins is checked in. Evans comes in for Jason Thompson. Derek Williams, he checked in for Ben McLemore. And Sessions subbed in for Darren Collison. And so Gay nails both of them. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question about it. That would be all she wrote.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
5th team foul. At the line for the buzzer, Russell Westbrook. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. The Kings making a switch here. McCallum's checked in. And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're trailing by 10. We've got 22 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Well, this one's in the bag. I mean, I commend them for really putting forth the effort until the very end. But this thing's over.
You know, sometimes you just have to throw up the white towel and let fate run its course so you can get on to the next game.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. And it's Roberson in for Russell Westbrook. Williams passes to McCallum. Lets it fly from 18. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession.
A super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
And here's Jackson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
At the line for the Thunder, Sebastian Telfair, taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9. And both free throws good for Telfair. Here's Sessions. The pass to Evans. And again, it's Sacramento converting. Now here's Jackson. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. And so now we'll go down to Doris Burke, who's standing by live with our Jordan Player of the Game. Doris?
Yes, thank you, Kevin. Russell, obviously your ability to attack on offense is such a key for your team. How do you decide when to go to the hoop and when to pass the ball?
I never know, man. I just see how the flow of the game is going. I try to stay in attack mode. That's what my team wants me to do, and I try to continue to do it.
Russell, thank you. Kevin, he does it brilliantly.
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
Okay, so now we take a look here at the finals stats here. And, geez, Rudy Gay in that quarter, or the third, fourth quarter alone there, he was just racking up. There you see 40 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists for him. Cousins, 8 points, 10 rebounds, almost had his double-double there. Thompson, 6 points, 11 rebounds for him. This team, oh my goodness, rebounding. Guys, oh my goodness, we're just getting killed there in rebounding. I don't know, maybe we'll have to keep Perkins with us. But you see Westbrook, 28 points. There you see 2 rebounds, 5 assists. Jackson, 25 points, 1 assist, 1 steal. I think Westbrook had 3 steals, yeah. 17 points for Ibaka and 12 points for Thomas there. Of course, we are hurting right now, and this is what I'm saying. This is what we are really hurting right now when it comes to rebounding. There you see 26 compared to our 22. Then you see offensively, we're just too shy of getting 10 there. What they have there. City assists, 24 assists there. They really do a good job there passing the ball around. Bench points, we beat them 39 points to their 29. But, yeah, we just got to pass the ball a lot more around. And not to mention, rebounding might be a thing we have to work on during practice here, coming up here in the next couple of practices here. But there you see Ryan Anderson just broke his tailbone there. He bruised it. So he's going to be out there for the Rockets. There you see. For the Pelicans there. They played against the Rockets there. So, yeah, tailbone getting bruised. Yeah, I know how he feels. I've had that happen to me before, and I wasn't even playing basketball. But there you see the Thunder, 18 of 17 for the season with a power ranking of 7. And trust me, a broken tailbone when you're going sledding, you're going out sledding on during the winter is not a good thing at all because you can't sit on any damn thing. You got to sit on a damn rubber donut. Okay, anyway, I'm getting off the subject anyway. Anyway, getting back to what we're talking about. We're going to get ready for this game here coming up here against the Warriors here in the next episode. There you see last time we played against the Warriors was November 23rd. Won that one 100-96. There you see they're 14-10 for the season on a 4-game winning streak. The last 10 games they're 6-4, and at home they're 7-2. So by the looks of it, we have the series win so far at 1-0. But consensus pick says that it's going to be a Thunder winning that one. So hopefully that will be the case. We can win that one against there on the road. Actually, we got 2 road games coming up. We got the Warriors. They're in Oakland, and then we go down to Los Angeles to play the Lakers there for a game before we come back home for 2 more games against the Pelicans and the Trailblazers. So that being said, if you guys enjoy the video, please leave a like. Also, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and check out other great series here on ESGNet. Not to mention, you guys can follow us on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. The links are down below in the description. And again, just come on back for another episode here of My GM with the Oklahoma City Thunder here in NBA 2K15 here on ESGNet. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you guys next time.